3, 2, 1. Danganronpa.
Konnichiwa, Miami Gamers, Jeremiah, the anime boy here, and welcome back to Genshin Impact. Today's objective is we are in the palace, and we have to talk to Nongguan.
I believe that you've heard of the Archon War.
No, rings a bell.
Many gods used to walk this earth, and many long wars were fought between them that did not abate until 2,000 years ago. Much blood was shed, and many lives were lost. In the end, only 7 victors remained standing in Teyvat. They built cities and nations on the corpses of the vanquished, and thus began the era of the 7. You can see Goyun Stone Forest from here, I trust. It is no natural rock formation. Those are giant spears of rock hurled by Rex Lapis during the war.
I believe I've seen that before.
Beneath the spears lie those cast down by Rex Lapis in those days, gods that failed to seize the title of Archon.
Those spears? That's more spikes.
Not only is it true that gods may die, but so too has the membership of the 7 changed over the last 2 millennia. Rex Lapis's passing is an unimaginable disaster for Liyue. But the Order of the 7 will not collapse simply because of that. Another Lord of Geo will arise sooner or later. Yet, how are we to forget Rex Lapis? When that time comes, the relationship between the people of Liyue and the gods and Adepti will surely be different from before. Even in a new era, the Liyue Qixing remain Rex Lapis's former subjects. Do you really think us capable of having played a part in his demise? Of lacking the foresight to see the certain repercussions?
Why hide the exfoliate then?
That day at Yujing Terrace, it was also very sudden. Even I was caught completely off guard. You were there. You no doubt saw.
Do you guys see the glitch clapping right there? Oh my god.
But our enemy has long lain hidden within the harbor. If we do not act against them now, they will surely gain the upper hand. Hiding the Exuvio was a necessary maneuver to take the initiative back, to play the spider while our foes scurry about.
Who's this enemy you're talking about?
Can you tell
What
us?
do you think, traveler?
Is it him? It wouldn't matter what to say, it wouldn't matter.
Huh? What are you two talking about?
Well answered.
Paimon's confused.
The scenery out here is fine indeed, but the wind is a little strong. Our preparations to receive guests within are complete. So please, this way.
Where we're going? This is the first time we're gonna enter her house, so let's see the insides of her house.
Wowee! What a huge hall! Paimon's never seen such a fancy place before.
Me too! Oh my lord, look at this house! It's so large! It's like each section has rooms, they have maids. Remind me of the one from ReZero. Now she has a sex dungeon. That'd be dirty of her in secret. The stairs exactly is so kinda satisfying. It makes me wonder, how did she manage to build a house up there? Not just her, but the people who build it.
You two. Make yourselves at home if you wish.
Ooh.
Can we really?
I have invited you two here as friends. And when friends come over to play, our enjoyment comes first. Naturally.
Is that what I think it is? Huh? What is it?
Ooh, isn't this that legendary wall?
Oh, is it a Trump wall you're singing? Oh no.
Why, you've kept your ear to the ground, I see.
That's because even the storytellers are talking about it. Everyone's after a piece of paper from that wall. It's super famous.
That's because that wall records Leo's secrets. Merchants have always been attracted to secrets. But the secrets of the mercantile world are of no interest to you, are they, traveler? You're rather special, really, and I think you're quite aware of that. If possible, I'd like to have your trust.
Ooh.
But if you were to choose the more trustworthy person between myself and Kuching...
Huh? I'll go with Keegan and her Skippers of the Divine. I don't know what to say. Well, between your own doors and her Pexadoxy.
You'd pick Kuching? Nah, I had a feeling.
Wait, it won't know what to say then. It probably won't matter.
I originally thought her a bit too hard-headed. With someone of her character on the Qixing, I've had some extra messes to clean up behind the scenes. But after she said those words, the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue? Well, I must say that quite a few of my doubts have been dispelled. I won't deny that Rex Lapis's passing seems advantageous to us. But, for Liyue's sake, we cannot allow ourselves to be shackled by rumors of our usurpation of power.
I summons that the Fatui has a hand in these rumors?
Indeed. It seems that you understood what I meant to say from the very beginning. I called for the gag order and for the Exuvia to be hidden to temporarily stabilize the situation, and also to prevent something similar to the incident in Mondstadt.
Yeah.
With Rex Lapis's death, the Fatui have busied themselves with many clandestine actions beyond their diplomatic remit. As the Tianquan, one responsible for Liyue, I cannot be too concerned with appearances when opposing them. Allowing the rite of parting to take place was also meant to buy some time for us to take control of Liyue's administration.
It's exactly as Zhongli said. The Qixing only provided the venue for the rite so they could use us for their own ends. Wait, that's right. Speaking of ends, could I say one other thing?
What's up?
Of course.
Paimon's heard that anyone who sends a greeting gift gets a little something in return. So, does that include us?
Seriously? Paimon? Seriously?
It's all right. I like direct people. Well, we have made quite a bit of trouble for you recently. How about this? You can pick any one object here as you please, and you may take it with you.
Ooh, really?
Yay! Paimon was just waiting for you to say that. Let's see, what should we get? One of the sheets on that wall.
Huh? Not a dildo?
Don't look at Paimon like that. One of these sheets of paper will sell for crazy prices, even if it's only as large as Paimon's fingernail.
But it's small.
Just imagine how much more a whole untorn sheet would sell for.
Probably 1,000.
Let's grab one, the biggest one.
Do you have dildos around here? Certainly. Wait, what? You want a dildo? So I can masturbate my own, because I have no lover. Okay, I'm supposed to grab this? Why would I do that?
Huh? Well, that was an easy search. The biggest sheet is right up there in the most obvious spot. Let's go with that one.
Why?
La 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 la. Let's see what's written on it.
She's singing.
Huh? There's a place marked with a circle on here. Oh, could it be treasure? Whatever it is, it better make us filthy rich. Let's see what's written over here. Sigil of permission, something, Fatui, research, copy. Huh?
She said, not something.
Aw, that doesn't sound like treasure at all.
No.
This piece of paper shows that a Qixing spy discovered traces of classified Fatui research on the Sigil of Permission.
What?
Oh, Ningguang did say that the Fatui have been up to all kinds of mischief in the shadows of Liyue. Spreading rumors, wanting to get their hands on the Archon's body and whatnot. But research on the Sigil of Permission? Paimon wonders what they're up to.
Me too.
Speaking of which, there's also some connection between you and the Sigil of Permission. Seems there's still more for us to find out.
It's all unfolding a little too perfectly.
Oh, you really think so?
Yes, I do.
Well, should we not go then?
No, what I meant is...
Oh, so you're saying that it's precisely because we can't completely trust Ningguang that we should confirm the truth of what she says for ourselves. way out of Paimon's league. Paimon thinks she's been nothing but good to us. Anyway, we'll see if you're onto something. Before we look for Zhongli at Dihua Marsh, let's go to the place marked out on these papers and see if the Fatui really are up to no good there.
You know, can I really come back to this building? Because that'd be pretty cool. Actually have to fly all the way there? This is going to be a pain in the ass. Is someone guarding the thing I'm supposed to go? I hope not.
There really were Fatui at the location written down on this piece of paper. They look really mad at us.
Oh god! Oh my god. Have I fought these guys before in my life? I have. That won't do, buddy. I am going away! I hate the idea I'm supposed to do with these guys. Just go away. I don't want to deal with this bullshit. Haha, you're down. Hope I can kill you. He's dead now, thank goodness. This hurts with frozen, doesn't it? And now you're gone. That one's gone now. He's gone now. Jesus, that took forever. I should have up here in the first place. Why didn't I do that? But those guys were attacking me!
There are so many talismans here. And some stacks of blank paper too. What are they for?
It looks like they're copying the pattern of the talisman.
Paimon's seen this pattern before. But where? Oh, Paimon knows! It looks just like the sigil of permission the child gave you.
Sounds walking. I hear it.
But how did a relic of the Adepti end up in the hands of someone like Child? Suspicious.
It's not just a relic.
Oh, that's right. Cloud Retainer said that when the Lord of Geo created the Sigil of Permission, it wasn't to be used as some old relic. Talismans like that were once used in the Archon War to channel divine powers. Maybe the Fatui are copying the Sigil of Permission in hopes of achieving a similar effect. Being able to channel divine power in battle? Whew, that sounds pretty dangerous.
Seems the Fatui are definitely up to something.
And the plot thickens. We'll need to keep an eye on Child, that's for sure. Alright, that's enough sticking around here. We gotta go meet up with Zhongli soon. The last stop on our rite of parting preparations tour is Dihua Marsh. Let's go! Paimon hates being late.
Not no see, bud. I haven't seen in a while.
Right on time. I myself only arrived moments ago. Did you enjoy your visit to the Jade Chamber?
Yes.
It was so big and pretty and expensive. Paimon's never seen such a fancy schmancy place before.
Indeed. It's second to none in all of Liyue. Then you met with Ningguang, I trust? What did you talk about with her?
She's super rich and so generous. Paimon thinks she's very friendly.
Business people are always friendly when it suits their interest.
Yeah, his take on Ningguang is quite different from Paimon's. He thinks that even the tactless Yuheng is more trustworthy than her.
We didn't find a dildo! Shush, we didn't find that shit. We did not find that.
Oh, so you also met with Kuching then? What did she have to say?
She said the time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
No respect for the divine.
Wow.
Indeed, contrary to the ever-bold Kuching, Ningguang is more of a businesswoman at heart. Though they are both members of the Qixing. Although she's friendly, there's no way of clearly discerning her true intentions.
Ningguang is highly intelligent.
Yes, she has only relied on herself to rise to her current position. No ordinary person could ever achieve that. It's said that she's the one behind the constant expansion of the Jade Chamber. It's the second most important thing to her. Even if she ever gave up the position of Tianquan, she would never give up the Jade Chamber.
No, she wouldn't. I mean, why would she?
The Jade Chamber is only second. What's the most important thing to her then?
Why, Mora, of course.
No surprises there.
All Ningguang talked about was the Fatui this and the Fatui that. She said that after Rex Lapis was murdered, the Fatui have constantly been trying to sink their fingers into Liyue, and that they aren't to be trusted.
That is how the Fatui have always been. It doesn't surprise me in the least.
And now they're trying to reproduce the signal of permission.
No matter what they may be planning, you must be careful when dealing with the Fatui. Always be on your guard.
So, is there anything we need to get for the rite of parting in Dihua Marsh?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is. Today, we'll be gathering wild glaze lilies.
Oh?
Glaze lilies? But why did we come all the way out here? Doesn't the garden in Yujing Terrace have some? Even Qingse Village has glaze lilies.
I believe we got some, if you ask me, Paimon.
Oh, right! Paimon remembers that Madame Ping is always tending to flowers. Maybe we could ask her.
No, those lilies have all been gardened by people. They won't do it all. Dihua Marsh used to be full of glaze lilies. It is a sort of joyful flower that listens to human song. Before the Archon War, Dihua Marsh was all dry land and fertile soil. But the war caused landslides, and the land was flooded, turning it into the marsh you see now. Nearly all the glaze lilies were wiped out.
Oh.
Of course, there are some kinds of flowers that have been preserved and gardened by people in the city. But very few people know that glaze lilies may still be found in the wild. Wild glaze lilies have the strongest fragrance. If we want to follow the true tradition of the rite of parting, we must grind up the wild lilies and place the powder in a censer of everlasting incense. But I'll need your assistance in gathering these flowers.
So you need me to sing? Let's tease him.
That's correct. Your singing will surely bring out the strongest fragrance from the flowers.
So how good is your singing?
I'm a pro. Just step back and listen. Oh god, you're horrible.
Really? Why doesn't Paimon believe you?
We'll only know once he starts singing.
Oh my god, we're gonna do it. This is interesting part of the mission now. We're singing those flowers? That is funny.
It's time to sing, whenever you're ready.
Okay, here goes. Not that type of sing! But is that working? No! You're a bad singer! I'ma eat you up, bro. Clear throat. And I'm gonna start singing. Am I gonna sing? Because this is gonna be interesting. Oh my god! He'll be singing like that. It's so ironic. Is that gonna work? I wanna hear it. Huh?
These flowers are jumping. They're like really angry.
Oh, ew!
They sing a song for Mom's dad that they don't understand here in Liyue.
These flowers are bad. What the hell is that all about?
Those weren't glaze lilies. Glaze lilies wouldn't hit people.
Those fellas put up quite a fight.
This little monster is known as a whopper flower.
Sounds kind of awkward.
Strange. These petals look interesting.
How
The
so?
glaze lilies used as a disguise were buried with the whopper flower for too long. The result seems to have surprisingly potent medicinal value. Let's collect what we can of these petals.
We'll sing more.
Well, that's nice and all, but will those petals be useful for the rite of parting?
Unfortunately, no.
Aww.
That's so lame.
Excuse me.
What's that? Oh, it's her.
Are you searching for glaze lilies?
Oh, hey, it's... What's her face? Paimon can't remember.
Greetings, Gwen?
Hello, traveler.
Yeah, I was right.
I'm surprised you still remember my name.
Oh my god, I got nervous for a second.
That reminds me. How was your visit to the Jade Chamber?
She has a dildo in the chamber.
What, are you serious? She has a dildo? I want to use it.
Oh my god, dirty devil.
Well, it sure would have been better if you told us how to get up there.
Didn't I tell you the way? Surely I did.
Yeah, she should.
Nope, we found the way on our own.
Guess it was our fault for not asking.
Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I guess I really did forget to tell them.
It's okay.
Something seems a little off about Ganyu. She's acting different from the first time we met. Where's her serious attitude now?
Ah, well, I met you at that time as an emissary of the Tianquan. But now, I am simply out on a stroll to see the flowers.
You came all the way out here to see the flowers? Why not just enjoy the gardens of the city?
Yujing Terrace is where Rex Lapis parted from this world. If I strolled through those lonely gardens now, I wouldn't be able to bear it. Whenever my duties take me near Yujing Terrace these days, I draw the windows to block my view of the gardens.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't have brought it up.
No, it's quite all right. I just haven't processed my emotions yet. When the Archon War came to its end 2,000 years ago, the first iteration of the Seven would gather in Liyue and drink with Rex Lapis. But 5 of those original 7 had already passed before Rex Lapis. It's truly a changing of the guard.
So, that means...
Yes. Now that the spirit of Rex Lapis has returned to the heavens, only Barbados of Mondstadt remains of the first 7.
Oh my
the
god.
other 5, including Inazuma's Raiden Shogun, are no longer the same friends from 2,000 years ago. Of the current 7 Archons, the youngest is Sumeru's god of Dendro. He is merely 500 years old, whereas Rex Lapis was more than 6,000 years old at the time of his passing. This means that Liyue had been under Rex Lapis's rule from the moment it was first founded 3,700 years ago. The city has never had to bid farewell to its deity.
So what do you think of this farewell?
Huh? This is a little sudden. As a mortal, I've never dared to imagine a Liyue without Rex Lapis. But as an Adeptus, I think I will eventually come to grips with reality. Since Rex Lapis has passed, the time of Liyue's contract with the gods and Adepti has now reached its end.
Huh? Did you just say, as an Adeptus?
Yes, I am a mix of human and Chilean. Adeptus blood flows through my veins. I fought for Rex Lapis and the city of Liyue during the Archon War.
Interesting.
After the war ended, I signed a contract with Rex Lapis and took the position as secretary for the Qixing. I've continued those duties to this very day.
So you're how old? That explains the forgetfulness.
Well, let's save that conversation for another day. You say that you are here looking for glaze lilies?
Yeah.
I also know where wild glaze lilies can be found. See, I've just picked one myself. Here, you may have it if you wish.
Huh?
We dare not refuse it.
Oh, so did you sing a song before you picked the lily?
Indeed, I did. I know this tradition well. In fact, I sang a local Liyue ballad to it.
Wow, so you really know your stuff, too. Thanks, Ganyu.
No, it is you who I should be thanking. If not for this chance meeting, I never thought that I would be able to contribute to the upcoming farewell for our ancient lord. If you would excuse me, I should return to my work now. Good luck.
Bye.
And that just about does it. Our preparations for the rite of parting are mostly finished.
Oh,
Given
yes.
the ease of picking glaze lilies, I think this was a fitting end to our tasks, in more ways than one.
Songling, you seem to working in agricultural development.
Yeah, Paimon can already imagine him starting a business in Liyue.
I've had enough ventures in my life already. Beginning a new undertaking is always difficult at first, and requires no small amount of effort. And once business is at full steam, the stress of it all only wears away at you over time. So you must be careful to take the time to step back and re-examine yourself. If left unchecked, the wear and tear on your heart may go well past mending.
Wow. See? Zhongli sounds like he's already seen it all. Alright, I think it's about time we head back to Liyue Harbor now. Huh? What happened? The city gate is swarming with Millilith and...
And why is he... Oh, actually it's the Panthers.
Ah, you're the consultant to Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Mr. Zhongli, I presume. The Millilith are watching our every move now. These are desperate times. We mustn't act rashly.
Desperate times?
The Adepti of Joyun Karst are finally on the move.
Oh.
Do they intend to exercise force?
Most likely. I've heard that some members of the Qixing have already gone to meet them. Well, I say meet, but it's more like they're attempting to stall the Adepti outside the city. However, both sides were quite obstinate and hit an impasse.
It seems inevitable, given the current situation.
The Adepti do not acknowledge the Qixing. They only acknowledge the contracts of the Geo-Archon. If the two sides come to blows, Liyue Harbor will be in no position to stop them.
Surely the Liyue Qixing are not the sort to give in so easily.
Their boneheadedness is known throughout the lands. Yet it's because of that obstinacy that mortals and Adepti are now on the verge of conflict.
And what now? How is it that the Fatui have come under fire?
That's all Ningguang's doing. She proclaimed that in these tumultuous times, the Millilith must rein in the actions of the Fatui. Only now do they want to start keeping tabs on us? That's the Qixing for you. Anyway, Mr. Zhongli, you're one of Child's close associates. Please understand that your actions will reflect on us. Don't let anyone catch you off guard.
It looks like things are about to boil over in Liyue Harbor.
We can't just stand by and watch.
Do you intend to use your neutral identity as an intermediary between both sides? Or will you use your sword to turn the balance? Neither path is an easy one.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Zhongli, we've heard that the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor has also been caught up in all of this. They're currently squaring off with the authorities at the gates.
Things are taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid I must leave now to handle things back at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. I hope that Master Hu has been able to keep things under control for the moment.
Me too.
Consider your next course of action carefully, Traveler. If you're trying to prevent an explosion, it may be wisest to look for the fuse first.
Having connections with the Fatui seems to be quite the double-edged sword. So what does Zhongli mean by looking for the fuse?
I was like ginger guy is Child.
Oh, Paimon gets it. If there's anyone that wants to see the whole city turned upside down, it's definitely him.
He is evil.
Must be waiting for the moment when no one is watching to do something really bad. But where could we find him now? Where would he go at a time like this?
There's only one place he would go. Is that the PP house? I swear, this place, it looks so awesome. Okay, enter the goat house. Your pursuit of the truth brings you to the very heart of the pleasant storm that has been slowly brewing in Liyue Harbor. It is time to peer beyond the gilly gold and see what lurks in the shadow.
Wow! This is the Golden House?
Yep.
It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora! This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go missing.
Touch a single more and we're done for.
Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky, tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right?
Yeah.
Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true.
Something feels a some heal.
Oh, right. Back to business.
Focus.
Quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here?
They've been knocked unconscious.
Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is alright.
Wait, is that a dragon I see? Money! Yes, I'm rich! Fuck you, Trump! I feel like someone's gonna be a boss fight here, I swear. You okay?
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
That's Child.
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way.
Looks like I was just in time then.
Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the more immense, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled.
I knew it.
She will get that which she desires.
I'm allowed to get nailed, the Exfuva.
I'm not asking for your blessing, and there's nothing you can do to stop me anyway. The time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage to begin with. But I'm willing to do as the Tsaritsa deems fit. Either way, we now come to my favorite part. A simple pleasure, and one that I am oh so delighted to be sharing with you. The battle.
What?
So you're the type that goes looking for trouble, huh?
You could say that. When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the sound of battle now, would she? When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcomes, and consider the consequences of her actions. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a Harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. I won't kill you, Traveler. I'll just play along, to feel the thrill of battle.
You still gonna kill us.
Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, try to relish the fight anyway, because if you ask me, without that, what else is there?
I could never defeat you. You're completely delusional.
Fighting talk, I love it! Now let's see you live up to it.
Something up?
This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with the Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint.
Look at me just doing this. Hey, hit the child. Thank you. Wait, what? How about I freeze you with... Wait, really?
Time.
Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Are you Joshua? Hold still, child. Who cares about your fairness of a bitch? Come on, show me your true powers, even though it doesn't hurt.
Taking it seriously.
Wait, what? What's going on?
Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you.
What?
This means I can go all out. Brace
No.
yourself.
I was meant to be shorter than this.
Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
Break! Come on! Break the damn thing on my body! His health's low. Come on now. You have low yet? There you go. We're floating. Us? What the hell?
Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get.
Never! My wind! Push it! Push it! Push it! What was that?
Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected!
Oh no.
Well then, I'll be taking more Axis Gnosis now! Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected.
Huh?
You beat me to it, didn't you?
Yep, I remember. One episode I did it before. Are we still gonna fight this guy? If we're still gonna fight him, oh my god. We already know who he is.
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah!
Come on, careful! Okay, where are we? She's fine! He's going down like an alien! No! I don't want to fight you! I don't want to fight you!
Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? Once it's over, now, don't make me take it from you.
We didn't take it!
No, we didn't! No, this is gonna be an interesting battle. Look what I'm doing with it's like a big ass boss. Take on the or not. Oh, what's going on? Oh, she's gonna look at me! Come on, go for it, Come on! Oh, what the fuck is this ability? I should've got both of me. Cause this guy. No. Freeze and that. We did it! I mean, the main character died, but it wouldn't matter. Oh my god, really? There's ice flying around us!
Look! Child's back to normal again!
Yay!
Well then, time to cool off. It seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis.
What?
You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take it!
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, how could that be?
Because I collected the powers of the 7 elements.
You already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, I guess I'll just have to curb my curiosity. This battle has already left me satisfied.
We're done?
Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
No.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that...
That corpse was fake?
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to our backup plan.
Backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this. I absolutely detest working with those who are weaker than I. The truth is, the world belongs to those of us who desire to become strong. I seldom willingly mingle with any dull and boring weaklings who think otherwise. Unfortunately, we cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
Including you.
What are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, defenseless without the protection of its deity, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and watch the ensuing destruction?
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
What? What?
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
I saw your wishes with my own eyes.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, breaking the subduing might of the Geo-Archon spears for a time should be no obstacle. Using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principles. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to show its hand, but you as well, that makes matters a little more intriguing.
What would we do with him now? Oh, he's doing it. Oh my god, look at tornadoes! Oh. Is that him? Look at that.
Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Oh no. They're not.
Huh? He's already gone!
Yes, Paimon.
That guy is fast!
So what do you know exactly?
What's going on?
Oh, please tell me she sees it. I hope she does. Oh, I see it. I love this game. It's so mythical. It's very impressive.
Paimon's exhausted.
I love how this game has mythical creatures I hear about on YouTube over the books too.
If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet, has it?
I hope not.
What are you doing here?
Who's that?
Huh? Hold on.
Hey, it's him!
It's the Adepti! What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh god.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue?
I saw the monster in the middle. It looks like he wants to eat Paimon. She sees her floating.
Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
Very funny.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle.
Uh-huh.
Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary.
It is scary.
So will the power of the Chising, Millilith, and Adepti gathered here be enough to stop that god?
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of something?
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Chising did once research the matter of the Guizhong ballista when it piqued their fancy. And as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanisms? Yet it would take one, but a little tinkering to turn this ballista into an engine of war beyond your wildest thoughts.
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful for. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength to man it. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now.
Oh, let's go. Are you part of the battle or just her?
Yep.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, that looks epic! Oh my god, look at this! I hope this works though. I hope this is enough to stop the thing. Oh, she's doing the okay signs. Holy, just what are those bows? Hey, it's the bows I've seen before. That's very ironic. They're standing right above it to start shooting. That is doing damage. Really?
They're attacking the Genshin ballista.
Oh, let's do it together. Really, those guys? We're gonna see the battle here. Let's go. I'm gonna fight him off, actually.
The 3 Adepti are manning the Guizhong ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
Yeah, I got it.
All able Millilith, with me!
Oh, I got healed. I got nervous for a
We
second.
Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia.
Hey! Back up.
Let one see what you are made of then. What strength remains within you. One wishes to witness.
There's so much cheating from you, fat ass. Jeez, we got 5 minutes, and this is not gonna be easy for me. Huh?
That is Osial's divine power.
Oh shit! Ow!
Not to get hit.
Oh, I gotta do a separate. I gotta move out of the way then. That's the case. Is that showing to? Wait, what? He died?
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
Yeah.
How daring.
Oh, I got idea.
For this afterward.
Hey, hit me. Huh? Whoa.
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Opening's hard. Here, take this.
Oh, what? Yes, thank you, Granny. This thing is getting low.
It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's got a big shockwave. This grid is really strong.
Yes, it is. Come on, this is gonna help us a lot. Oh my god. No, Kian! Hey, fat ass, take this.
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil.
Oh, I've been boosted to enter the what?
Side and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War.
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
Oh, help us, thanks.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
Oh, I'm gonna go fast like Sonic.
Going too fast.
No, it's okay. We're not getting hurt, right? So where's the enemies though? There's no enemies here anymore. Can I just do this? Oh, I can't. Wait, what?
You are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
So can I do that?
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Oh, really? Oh, you will too! Very ironic! Hey, monster, you're ugly as fuck!
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
What? So this is bad?
If we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
My abilities though are going so crazy here all of a sudden.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Yes.
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Huh? Oh, we're done now. Look at her abilities. Ooh! What does that do?
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
Go for it. Oh, that was a blast. Come on, end this already.
It's working. We just need to keep this up.
Where's Venti? Can we get him to come here? No. No, they're combining. Above. Are those mutualized? Pussies? No, they broke it. Oh no, we better move. Can they fly? Fly! Ooh, he saved us. Thank you.
Be careful now.
Don't worry about
The
it.
Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
Who?
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
What?
I understand.
No.
Lend me a hand.
We are seriously.
Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
What are we doing? Careful! She's clumsy with her heels! A little bit, I guess. They went bye-bye! That better be enough! I swear! Yeah, it's enough. What's everyone else though? Were they watching? The homes has been destroyed. I mean the house or chamber. Okay, now what?
Finally over?
Yes, it is.
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer.
Exactly.
I heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now.
Jeez, why are they going up and down?
It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the Liyue Qixing. Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least some recognition, don't you agree?
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our negotiations. Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the Adepti came here today. But please forgive us. We cannot yield to your wishes.
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti signed a contract with Rex Lapis to protect Liyue 3,700 years ago. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time, immovable as stone, just as it was thousands of years before. This is truly no small feat. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city and each of the citizens that dwell within it.
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I like how you look up close to her.
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a lineage.
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal world. establishing a network of contracts which has since come to be known as trade. But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I awoke.
Oh, Ningguang.
We're all on the same side here.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
When there's a disorder between the Guardians and those they were meant to defend, harm me becomes very difficult to resolve.
Wait, that's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both, and that nothing good would come of it.
That is what we learn in the Sea of Freedom.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an outlander who has lent us such succor.
All right, all right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so why not see for yourselves?
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millelith. I have come to extend my thanks to the Adepti. I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as badly battered as I feared we might be. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the illuminated Adepti this day.
Who's that?
Huh? Why does everyone look so down? Didn't we just beat that big monster?
Wait, is she a what?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millelith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. Everyone was there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and loads of things that make the harbor so pretty. Thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. It must be hard being an Adeptus. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is like today. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve every little niggling matter. Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between Liyue and its people.
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
They listen to what the people have said.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the place beyond recognition. Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Okay, bye. Dear Master.
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Chising will not simply exploit their power once we depart? In my view, that is still a thing to be guarded against.
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people of Liyue.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. as well, huh?
The adepti were quite visible in the end.
Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing.
What's up?
Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own. So Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death too?
We're still doing that shit?
Hyman doesn't get it. But isn't the strongest lead we have the Adeptiless Rite of Parting that we're organizing? No idea where Zhongli's gone. Let's ask for him at Wangshen Funeral Parlor.
Oh my god, I'm done doing this mission for today. Alright guys, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Now suck the like button if you enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, subscribe today for more content like right here. Also, for any questions, leave comments below. Of course, you enjoy. I will of course see you in the next one. Bye!